Welcome back, one and all, to the brand new Paleontological News. It is 2025, and in this Paleontological News, you'll see that something's very different. The Paleontological News is back with a new look to it. I know that there's a lot that's changed in the Paleontological News. The Paleontological News going forward will be presented by my voice and not my face, because I'm taking a new approach to covering content here on this channel. Welcome back to the Paleontological News with some changes. Of course, you're wondering, why can't you see my face? Well, the Paleontological News is going to be voiced over instead. The reason for that is because it's much easier for me to just to record my voice as a recording rather than worrying about my appearance and what I look like. All I have to do is sit down and record the Paleontological News with, of course, just my voice, and I won't have to worry about my appearance or what I look like, or I won't have to worry about if I have an acne outbreak or recovering from being sick. I don't have to worry about my appearance. All I have to do is sit down and record and make the Paleontological News. So those are some of the changes here on the Paleontological News. Another news regarding me is that I'm retired as a dinosaur paleomemer from now on. Don't worry, there's still content on the way. With, of course, my anti-young earth creationist dino nerd videos are, of course, coming back. And, of course, the Paleontological News, I still want to keep going, so there's still content, so don't worry. And for all those who stayed and continuing to follow me and show support, thank you so much for your patience, and thank you so much for your support and patience, and most of all, just your support. I just am honored by you sticking around through these past 3 months of my absence. I'm taking a break for most of this year and for the years to come. I know I've been going and going and going the past 4 years, and now I've just been resting, relaxing, and taking care of my health. Plus, of course, things have changed now in my life. It's no longer the same as it once was, but I'm still going strong, and I thank you all so much again for your support and kindness. So once again, here's the Paleontological News, now presenting with our 3-month coverage of the Paleontological News, starting with the finds in December. So let's get to it. Starting off with a 98 million year old ichthyosaur fossil discovered in New Zealand. Paleontologists in New Zealand have discovered a partial skeleton of a platygrade ichthyosaur dating to the Cretaceous period, a parapelaginus. You can read more about it, the link in the bio down below or in the comments down below. Alright, on to the next paleontological find. Alright, the next paleontological find is paleontologists discover new species of sauropodomorph dinosaur in China. This is December 3rd. I know there's a huge time jump here, but bear with me now. The newly discovered dinosaur species, Longsung Longwangi, I hope I didn't butcher that, lies in the heart of the early sauropodomorph sauropod transition, according to a paper published in a journal, J photograph, a interpretive line drawing B of the cranium of the sauropodomorph in right lateral view. Image credit. I cannot pronounce this. If you can pronounce this, be my guest. Roamed the supercontinent Laurasia during the early Jurassic epoch, approximately 193 million years ago. This new species was you can read more about it in the link down below. Also from December, well-preserved mastodon fossils unearthed in New York. Paleontologists from the New York State Museum of Sunny Orange have unveiled the fossil remains of adult mastodon in this part of New York. You can read more about it in the link down below. Alright, on to paleontologists describe a new species of predatory dinosaur. Paleontologists describe a new species of predatory dinosaur. Paleontologists described a new genus species of Carcharodontosaur theropod dinosaur based on the descriptions of the now destroyed specimen form. You can read more about this as more in the link down below. Alright, next find. The next paleontological find in the month of January, the new species of ankylosaur identified in China. A new genus and species of ankylosaur dinosaur has been identified from the fossilized material found in this Chinese location. I cannot pronounce its name, but I've covered a lot of ankylosaurs so far in the paleontological news, so this one is an excellent find. Alright, on to the next paleontological find. Paleontologists discover footprints of a large hadrosaur dinosaur in the Gobi Desert. This is the last paleontological find I could find in the month of January. Now we're moving on to the next paleontological find. The link for this will be down in the bio. New specimen of Archaeopteryx unearthed in Germany. February 14th, 2025, paleontologists have described a new specimen of the genus Archaeopteryx from the Monschem Formation in this. You can read more about it in the link down below. On to the next February find. Paleontologists discover a new species of sauropodomorph dinosaur, February 21st, 2025. Meet, I don't know how to say its name, a new species of early sauropodomorph dinosaur that lived in what is now China during the early Jurassic epoch. You can read more about it in the links down below. Large-bodied sauropod dinosaur lived on Cretaceous European island, the last find for February. A new genus and species of titanosaur has been identified from the fossil remains found in this basin in Transylvania, Western Romania. Of course, this is a Romanian dinosaur and has nothing to do with, of course, vampires and all that. This is just Romania. I don't know why they put in Transylvania. But anyways, those are all the paleontological finds of February. Now we're moving on to March. That we'll cover. New species of Triassic archosauriform discovered in Brazil. A new genus and species of the Procapsidid. I'm afraid I'll butcher it. Maybe I already did. Sorry if I butchered it. Has been identified from an almost complete fossilized hind limb found in southern Brazil. You can read more about it in the link down below. New study explains how ancient amphibians survived the end-Permian mass extinction. March 4th, 2025. You can read more about this in the link down below. 125-million-year-old scorpion fossils uncovered in China. Paleontologists have described a new genus and species of extinct scorpion from the early Cretaceous. These Chinese formations here. The first Mesozoic scorpion from China. This, of course, is a cool find, as we all love other prehistoric creatures and concerning the fact that scorpions have been on our planet longer than dinosaurs. Alright, moving on to the next paleontological find. Study proves new insights into biology of the megalodon. The megalodon shark, Otis megalodon, is an iconic shark represented primarily by its gigantic teeth in the Neogene fossil record, but lack of well preserved. You can read more about it in the link down below. Okay, on to the next paleontological find. New fossils reveal diverse terrestrial ecosystems 75,000 years after the end Permian mass extinction. You can read more about this article in the link down below. 200-million-year-old three-toed dinosaur footprints discovered in the land down under in Australia. Paleontologists have studied and described 3 previously unknown tracks bearing surfaces from the locality near the Borealis in Queensland, Australia. You can read more about it in the link down below. New Titanosaurus species discovered in Argentina. Paleontologists worked in northern Patagonia, Argentina, and have unearthed the fossils of a previously known species of small, I can barely read that, titanosaur. Link to that in the bio down below. New species of Asdarca pterosaur unearthed in Montana. A new genus and species of Asdarca pterosaur being named, I cannot pronounce that, has been discovered by a team of paleontologists from Idaho State. You can read more about it in the link down below. New pterosaur species discovered in China. Darwin Ophertus cambrosi, a new species of pterosaur genus named after Charles Darwin himself. You can read more about it in the link down below. $100-million-year-old dinosaur crocodile eggshell fossils unearthed in Utah. A team of paleontologists from Lake Forest College, Stellenbosch University, the University of Minnesota, and North Carolina State University has described. You can read more about it in the link down below. Last paleontological find: paleontologists discovering new pterosaur species in Thailand. A remarkable new genus and species of Ganathrosaurinae pterosaur being named Gardiodophorus buffertii has been identified from a fossilized upper jaw found in eastern Thailand. You can read more about it in the link down below. Thank you so much for watching the paleontological news. The next paleontological news will be coming out sometime in the summertime, too late summer. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe to Dinosaurs with Christopher, and of course, till next paleontological news, smash up that like button. Until next time, paleontological news, signing off.